Welcome back to another episode of the Will Hill Show. Today we got Neisha, aka the niece from Will of the Niece. If y'all been watching, Neisha, tell the people who you are.
He just told you. I'm Neisha. Neisha Ray.
So you acting in Will of the Niece. You ready for some more?
I'm definitely ready. Been ready if we really talking about, I'm patient. I just
Hey man,
do
we're a
what y'all
small
tell me to
company.
do.
We be doing what we can do.
I do what y'all tell me to do. Y'all tell me to come back, I come back, and I be ready.
I seen you was in something else. What was that?
Yes, I was in With Us, Caprice, a wonderful black, beautiful queen, directing, writing. It was real fun. Yeah.
What was your role? If you could talk about it. I don't want you to.
I was playing a kidnapped woman.
How you let yourself get kidnapped?
It was by a neighbor, so
Damn.
I had to imagine I was kind of finagled or whatever. And I got kidnapped some type of way, and I ended up.
Said,
I don't want to say too
pie.
much, but basically got kidnapped in the hood, and a lot of trap things going on, and like I said, I don't want to tell the whole.
Right.
It's only so long.
Yeah, no,
I get
cool.
to talk and
cool.
I tell the whole thing.
Nah,
but,
don't do that. I don't want to spoil nobody else stuff. I wouldn't want nobody to do that to us.
It's definitely a must watch. Just as Will and Denise, if you have not watched that yet.
Hey, no, you acted fantabulous in Will of These, I must say. For real.
I got to say, I was really nervous the first day. So, I did notice, of course, me being the critique that I was, things that I could have done a lot differently. But I can't say that I was that upset.
No, you most definitely came on set and did your thing for real. And that's why you coming back. That's how that works.
That's what's up. Y'all remember when I kept walking through that door? and I was just like ready, like, so you was just gonna let me struggle with the damn door. And I just kept being ready. I was like, I should have took a beat. How did I know he was on the other side of that door? Like, I should have took a second. I was just ready every time.
Nah, I mean, you knew he was on the side though because he was off that day, so he was at home. The fuck?
True. Okay, we're gonna go with that.
So all the episodes are out, if I'm not mistaken, right? So now that all the episodes are out, I mean, I know you had your preliminary favorites, basically just based off the script and what we've done. What is your favorite now? Has it changed? Your favorite episode?
No, it's still the same. I would say.
Yeah.
I guess the first one. And then the drunk one was pretty fun to do, even though I was tired of falling. It was pretty fun.
I would definitely say, which one was the most difficult to shoot?
Probably the drunk one.
The drunk one that's all involved.
Yeah, I'd probably go with
that shit was funny. Motherfucker peeing in a cup.
Yeah. And my favorite cup.
The favorite cup.
That would piss me off.
That shit funny as hell. Yeah. All right, let's jump right into the bullshit. Bill Cosby. It's free.
It's free.
Bill Cosby is out here, y'all. What's your thoughts on Bill Cosby being out and about? Because the charges got dropped, right?
Yeah. So, I believe...
Talking to the mic.
No, you can't.
Okay. Okay. My bad.
Hey, I know what I'm doing.
Mr. Producer got it.
No, but so it was like one of those things where they dropped the charges, but it ain't necessarily admit that it ain't necessarily say that he was innocent.
Right.
So it's like
the charges got dropped him in his office record, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't.
Hey, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But that's just how I think it is. Do you think Bill Cosby should be in jail?
You know what? I tend to not be too opinionated about certain
Oh, this the Will Hill Show. You got to be opinionated.
But I know. But that's the thing is I haven't researched none of that to even be so, like, people say he did it. I'm one of those things, like, I'm one of those people, like, of course, you hear all these stories and all these people came forth, but I wasn't there.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck happened. I can't say if he should or should not be free. If he did that shit, he should be locked up. If he didn't, he should be free. And that's always the question: is did he or didn't he?
Man, I thought it was statute of limitations on shit. Apparently, it's not on sexual stuff. Certain crimes ain't no statute of limitation. Motherfucker, you kill somebody, they found out 30 years later, go to jail, right? But damn, if everybody in the industry wasn't doing some shit, like everybody from that 60s, 70s, 80s era. Now, I'm not saying it was right, but there's a lot more people who should be on the forefront of trials than Bill Cosby.
I mean, yes, you could probably say that. But I don't know. I just think that's a weird concept because then it's like you can't not put one rapist in jail because all the other rapists free.
Right,
like,
no, 100%.
But like, I don't.
How do you think R. Kelly feel?
Dead as fuck. Because I'm really finna think about it. Like, what?
I bet Curtis said this earlier. I bet R. Kelly was like, "Yo, give me his attorney. Whoever got Bill out is not representing Rob."
Yeah, that's crazy. But rape culture is definitely real. So that's why it's definitely a sensitive subject. It's not like it's not only real, but it's real as fuck. I don't think, especially men, realize how real it is. Like every female either has been or knows someone that. Almost every female has been or knows someone that's been raped. It's kind of gross, you know. So,
I mean, you'd be surprised. Us guys too know a bunch. Every guy knows a woman who went through some shit. Right or wrong, Curtis. You know someone. Yeah, I think it's real and it's fucked up because it's so normalized amongst guys. And me personally, I don't condone that shit. If I hear about it, I'm going off on your ass. I might fight you because that's some bullshit. I'm not trying to say I'm a perfect example on how to handle that shit, but I wish more guys held other guys accountable for rape culture, man. Giving a girl a pill is still what niggas do. You know what I'm saying? The fact that somebody can invent a drink cover and that shit sells and now that person is a millionaire to stop people from putting drinks in their cups while they walking around a club is fucking ridiculous, right? It's too highly accepted amongst the protectors of the society, which is complete bullshit. And so we protect our friends. Oh no, she was going. No, she wasn't conscious. What the fuck is you talking about? That's not going. It's a difference. Right. And I say we know these people and we don't hold them accountable. Now it's it's a little bit tricky because I wouldn't be like, if I found out one of my homies did some shit, I wouldn't call the cops. Because that's not my place. Because if the accused, the victim don't say shit, now I just look stupid.
No, because that's definitely going to be some hard shit to try to fight. If I already know, like, it's hard when the victim does speak up.
Right.
So I wouldn't expect nobody to speak up for nobody. Because like you said, I don't think that it is your place to drag somebody into something that they might not even necessarily be ready for.
Exactly.
But I was just kind of stating, like, I don't like necessarily expect everybody to just be macho and beat everybody ass, but it's just like I think
some of the niggas that's out here raping niggas, raping people could fight. So I'm like,
I'm not finna play with you. You just gonna play and play.
Like, hey, look, I know Lil Ray Ray can box. I'm gonna talk shit, but I ain't gonna try to fight this nigga. Like, Lil Ray Ray, you wrong, bro. You wrong. You know she wasn't conscious. She didn't consent to that. You go get yours. Like
That's all it ended up coming down to, because it's plenty of people that's walking around free. And
I mean, that's the justice system. There's so many people who commit crimes that are free. That's just how that shit works. But
I ran a stop sign today.
You gonna tell on yourself like that?
Don't do that.
Did you do it on purpose?
I was eating. No, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, oops.
I was like, shit, that's a front. Oh, that was a stop sign. Well,
I was like, oops.
I would have stopped.
So would you agree women are worse drivers than men?
You have to. Just stop it. Don't even think about it. You just have to.
I don't know. I don't know how many males I got in the car with. But they wasn't the best of fucking drivers.
Dudes do stupid stuff in the car to impress women. So therefore, women are the cause of like 90% of accidents.
What?
Bro, I remember in high school, I was getting off the bus. I watched this dude pull over in the middle of the street, hop out of his car to go talk to this girl walking. Left his car there with the hazards lights on. I'm like, bro, if I wasn't scared of my mama, I wasn't scared of going to jail. I was scared of my mama. I stole his car. He was literally like a block down the street with his car parked on with the hazards on. I'm like, I should take off in this shit. But my mama found out. Like, so I walked my ass home. Like, I wasn't afraid of the police. I mean, I was scared they might kill me, but I guess I was more afraid of my mom finding out. That was point blank. My mom, my grandma.
You got shot. It wasn't you getting shot. It was your mama finding out.
Yes, 100%. 100%. If I can get shot, go to the hospital, get everything situated without my mama knowing, she would have found out like 20 years later. Like, my head got shot. I was doing some shit I wasn't supposed to be doing, but yeah. Because like as an adult now, I tell my mom all the shit that I thought she didn't know to find out she knew. I'm like, God damn, you just didn't say shit.
I don't think I tell my mom shit. Yeah.
You'd be surprised what she know though.
True.
And it's crazy.
She was probably tired of yelling sometimes. Like, fuck it.
She gonna learn.
Let this one go.
Put this one to God. Like, they gonna learn. I'm like, oh, my head snuck out. Ooh, ooh. She like, hey, I know. I'm like, the hell? So I got a big sister who told though. So.
But you know, I got a little sister, so sometimes I be like, look, mom. I be like, sometimes it don't even be like telling. It be just like, she gonna do things.
You need to know this.
I'm like, she gonna do things just because, she hiding it from you, and she don't have to. So I'm gonna let you know. This is what you did. This is what I did because of what you did. I tell her that a lot now because my sister different. You know what I'm saying? It's a different generation.
So you out here snitching?
She 10.
Wait, goddamn.
Yeah, she 10. So
somebody that's a different generation.
It's literally a different generation. Like some people might think she my sister because she literally that age gap. Like
that's 10 though. Dang, it ain't even no team behind that.
It's 10.
Jeez. 10. Oh, I could agree. I think kids nowadays are so I want to say a lot more informed.
They have access to so much.
I was gonna say whether it's good or bad, they are so much more informed, and it's kind of scary because that shit can go both ways. I remember it was a big thing on YouTube. A bunch of pedophiles was watching family like YouTubes, and then would comment the times they can see like a little kid do a split and shit like that. I'm like, yo, that's sick. That's sick. It might be, but kids see that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Adults make content for kids, so it's always gonna be little innuendos. You know what I'm saying?
This is true. You like all the movies that we end up watching when we get older, and we like. That's why our parents was able to sit through this shit, like, cause we realized all the shit that like go on and happen, and we like that we missed when we was kids, cause we ain't really know.
Right. All right. Back to the topic of Bill Cosby.
Oh,
you seen Felicia Rashad? Nah. Those is all parts of the topic. Back. But you seen Felicia Rashad came out with a statement, basically was saying, there was a great injustice. She glad he's out. What do you think? That was a good move or a dumb move? Huh?
She backtracked.
Yeah. What'd she say?
I don't know what she said, but I was like, I read something.
I don't know what she said.
Because I know a lot of people got mad because she turned her comments off on her tweet.
True. That would make you mad. You can't even comment.
Yeah, so they just started adding her on Twitter. See, I understand the support for Bill getting out. I think she went above and beyond. That's what she fucked up, right? You could be happy that he out, but you ain't have to be like, this was a great injustice. I mean, again, because we don't know if he did or didn't do this stuff, even though he maintained his innocence, right? Say he didn't do shit. I don't know. Curtis, who you believe?
Not who you believe.
Between Bill Cosby and his accusers?
And his accusers.
Bro,
just off top.
So off the statistics that it's a possibility,
yeah,
gotta go with the accusers.
Yeah.
That's a lot of women. So the probability is at least one or two of them.
Right.
And if it's only one or two of them, he got to go
there.
there.
Did it end up being?
It was like a lot.
Like 15,
I don't remember the name. I don't remember the number, but it was a lot.
It was a lot. And the pudding pops, man.
But he only went to jail for one though.
Right, one of them went through the whole thing, and they found him guilty of that one.
Right.
How do you prove something like that from so long ago, though? Like how?
I guess just your testimony, but again, with so many other women saying that this happened, it looks real bad. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the things. There's so many people say this about you. It's got to be true.
But you know what? I'm not even talking about just the Bill Cosby situation, but like I just think like maybe one person can come up with something and a whole lot of people can jump on it, and that don't mean it's necessarily true.
You're right, but to me that's extreme. To me, because you work with TPM, and if you was like, yo, that was the worst set I ever been on, and then what's his name who played Will? I'm sorry, I never called none of the people on Will Denise their names. They was Will and Denise that whole day. Anyway, anybody else that work with TPM could be like, nah, I had a decent time, right? But if you was able to coerce everybody to saying that it was a terrible experience being on set with us, that'd take a lot of energy.
Well, it wouldn't be that hard to coerce with money.
Shit.
Or
Hey.
or a status, or
I like to play devil's advocate. You got me there. You got me there. Money make the world go round, and money can make a sentence come out your mouth. Like
real quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Like
That's
for real.
That's literally all TV is people snaking each other for money.
That's reality TV. That shit ass though.
No, I think it's a lot of real TV. Well, I guess a lot of
media.
I'm talking about like even Power. It was just a whole lot of people snaking people.
I
watched it though. It was interesting snaking. I would say.
All right, on to the next topic. Sha'Carri Richardson. You know what that is?
I was actually a little upset about that earlier.
Oh, my bad. Sha'Carri Richardson.
Oh, okay, I thought it was Sha'Carri too, but
he said it. That's the producer back there. So if I'm
okay.
Anyway, Sha'Carri Richardson. What's your take on this? My bad. Before you get going, let me explain to the people who might not know. I don't know how you might not know unless you live underneath the rock. But for the people who don't know, Sha'Carri Richardson, she had just qualified to go to the Olympics in track. I think she runs the 100 meter, right? She had like the fastest time, went crazy. She got her long nails, crazy hair, got a flojo going on. She out here killing it, right? So when you're doing the Olympics, there's certain things you can't take, and so they usually do a drug test before each Olympic trial, and then sometime after to make sure you're not taking supposedly let's say any illegal substances according to the Olympic Committee. I don't want to say just performance-enhancing drugs because she tested positive for marijuana. That does not enhance your performance. If anything, I thought, being high make you slow, like make you sluggish. So
make me.
That's
sluggish.
what it make me.
Bro, I be sleep. Like I'm not running nowhere, at least not fast.
But I read somewhere that it said that we can enhance some people, and
everything in moderation. Because I know some people who lift weights and stuff, and they say they do a couple hits off a blunt, and it helps them focus to get intense. Right.
But
it's the indica that puts you to sleep, correct? Indica puts you to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever. We here, let me know if I'm wrong or right. I think indica puts you to sleep. Sativa kind of get you going. Gets the people going. All right.
It's provocative.
Anyway, your take. Well, you say you were disappointed. Why?
I think it was a lot of people on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Twitter, they just big for bashing people.
You ain't got to scream. Go ahead.
They big for bashing people.
100%.
So it was a lot of people, and of course they was this color, and they was just like, well, she knew the rules and all this other shit, and all that shit was like really pissing me off because y'all know moral rules, but y'all still brought us across that damn fucking ocean.
What do you mean they made the rules and made that an okay rule? What are you talking about? But okay, let's stick to the topic real quick. But it was a guy.
That was the topic, but
it was a guy on Twitter trying to say that Sha'Carri Richardson was a man. That's how mad palm skin people were, right?
Palm skin.
That's how mad some of them were. I ain't gonna say all of the palm skin people, but some of the palm skin people was very upset that to see this girl with crazy hair, long nails, killing in them track.
Man,
Which
they be so mad.
To me, which I don't understand, because palm skin people use fast black people, as a stereotype. That we fast and can jump high, that we, hella athletic. So why y'all mad when we win a challenge of speed?
Any reason to be mad. I wish she wouldn't have, just so she could just stay in her glory.
No, see, look, so the dude was all on Twitter. It was like, yo, we don't see no baby pictures of her when she was a kid. That means she was a man.
Oh my!
I'm like, what? He had all this stuff, and he was like, until y'all prove me wrong, this is right. It was crazy. Curtis, you seen it, right?
Yeah.
Until y'all prove me wrong, this
that's
is
what
right.
He said. That's what he said. My man was like,
he was going in.
He was hella upset, pointing out to all these statistics. All these things.
So
I wouldn't say statistics. It wasn't no stats behind it. He was just saying shit and taking what he was saying as facts until people prove them otherwise. And it's like, bruh, she don't have to prove her shit to you. That's what the Olympic Committee is for. She got to turn in her paperwork for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? And I'm pretty sure baby pictures is not.
It's
a
like
requirement
it's not the,
to be able to run Olympic trials. Like, fuck out of here. So, like, he came up with all this shit. So, do I think it's a conspiracy? Nah, because she admitted to it. Beforehand, I did. I was like, all right, they bullshitting her, right? But then she admitted to it, which I hated the move. I hated for her to just up and admit to it and be like, oh, I was going through some shit. Ooh. I'm like, bro, but.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, me, I would probably admit to it, too. Like, I smoked some fucking weed. Like,
just straight up.
Her mama fucking died.
I get it.
In the end, like, she still got to reap the fucking consequences whether she admits it to the world or not. In the end, like, the only reason I wouldn't admit it is because it ain't nobody business.
Right. I wouldn't have said shit. I wouldn't have said shit. I'd have had a publicist. You know what I'm saying? I'd have defended myself in private or admitted to it in private, right? I'm not going on no TV show. I'm not going.
She was on a TV show?
Yeah, she did an interview.
Yeah, I wouldn't have did
basically apologized. She was all on Twitter, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm not apologizing to nobody for smoking weed.
Gee, like for
if
real?
I take my L, I'm gonna take my motherfucking L, and I'm gonna take my L by myself. Who am I apologizing to? I smoked the weed on my own.
It's like 18
and that's
states.
why people be feeling so entitled to be on Twitter and be saying all of this shit, because they give these people so much power by feeling like they even need to apologize to these people.
Right? You don't answer to the people. You answer to yourself and God.
Smoking
for real.
Weed.
Like, the fuck out of here.
I'm finna smoke some after this. Just
Get high fast as hell. Oh, that Shikari. Fucking me. Smoking on that Shikari.
It's for you, girl. I swear.
Smoke weed dry hella fast. Because I can't run that fast.
Okay. Because I know when I don't give a fuck what I smoke. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes the TV do have me a little wired. So I want to run. Like, but shit, most of the time.
Man, she brought a whole new meaning to she a runner, she a track star, though. That was her song. That song was about her. Like,
she's a runner, she's a track star.
Yeah, Shikari is scary. Okay. Fuck, I want to say Shikari.
Yeah, it looks like Shikari. I mean, either way.
It's fine.
They know who the fuck we talking about.
All right, you ready to move on?
Sure.
All right, moving on to the next thing we're going to talk about. So I had just read this a little while ago. It said, in California, hate crimes against black people in 2020 increased 31%.
Shit.
That's a lot.
That's a whole lot.
I think it's the Asians, okay? They got their Stop Asian Hate bill and went crazy on black people. But to me, when I read stuff like this, anything reported, I think it's always more than what's reported. I think so much goes under the radar because
of course
black people are so disenfranchised in America, we don't report shit because we don't think nothing's going to happen. So you telling me that reported hate crimes against black people went up 31%. I'm thinking in my head at least 45.
I can see that.
That's just insane. Do you think hate crime is going to continue to go up or down?
I think crimes are going to.
I take that back. Hold on. Let me make this a little bit more narrow. Hate crimes against black people go up or down? Because they got to stop Asian hate bill. We ain't got to stop. Black hate.
I think it can just waver. I don't know. Knowing that it's only so many of us, I can imagine that it's just going to continue to grow up.
Right, we the third largest population. The Hispanics have beat us because they some fucking people.
They some what?
They some fucking. They be fucking.
They be.
They literally are fucking people.
I'm like, they some what?
They don't know what reverse mean. I don't know what reverse. None of that. It's all go. It's all go. Full sale. They have surpassed us. Just bro, and again, I told you when it comes to statistics, I always think the number is higher because a lot of Hispanics think if they report to the census, they might get deported. So if they beat us just by the people who actually report themselves, and we knowing that they scared to report because they might get deported, it's a lot more of them than what we think. Like,
sure.
So I think
that's a lot of black people that don't report too, though.
Yeah, because we just distrust the government.
Yeah, of course.
But so of reported people, Hispanics are like 15%, and black people are 13%. Population of the United States. Now we third. We in bronze. Black people, stop pulling out. I'm gonna continue, but y'all can't. Y'all can.
I was gonna say, don't tell them that.
I'll continue. I continue.
Be on the high.
Man, that is. Oh my god. I'm trying not to go too deep in the rabbit hole here.
Let's go.
Fuck it.
Wait, hold on. Before we go, hold on.
What time we at, Curtis? What time we at? What
28.
Oh, okay. We straight. We straight. I'll shyly go on a rabbit hole on this real quick. Just off top, I don't think people should reproduce unless they have the means to. All right. But as black people, we are. I want to say one man army when it comes to raising kids. The amount of what?
It's not funny.
No, for real. A lot of one man army because the Hispanics they take care of their peoples. You can go to a lot of Hispanic households and see three generations living in a household. I want to say damn near fine. Right, damn near fine. You know what I'm saying? What?
And they fucking hate each other.
That's fine though, but
they gonna take care of each other.
Right. They go take care. They can hate each. It's like a sibling, right? I could talk about my little sister, but the moment you do, you fucked up. Don't talk about my little sister. I'll talk about my little sister. So they can be in a household, they can hate each other, but the moment somebody from the outside of that household say something, you got a problem with all of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's
a lot.
Again, you can find three generations in a household a lot of the times, and they take care of one another. Everybody in their household help produce some stuff. Even though the younger age Hispanics are now out acting, I guess, want to say more American. They're not really into the culture. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of Hispanics, just like us, dislike their own culture. They come here. You only speak English in this house. We're not in Mexico, but it's a lot of Hispanics. No, you finna go to Mexico for 3 years. You go learn the culture, so when you come back, you expect it more, and you understand the reason that we here. Like, we can't really do that. I can't send nobody to Africa. Shit, I ain't been to Africa. The fuck? Like,
all right.
What I look like sending up one of my potential children.
It ain't as just cheap as sending somebody to Mexico either. It's right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You get in the pickup truck and just ride.
We can't just hop back on the boat.
Right. No, I'm cool. I'm just trusting the boats anyway. But no,
I'll be getting motion sickness. I ain't gonna lie.
But no. So they have the support again of 3 generations in a household, and then all these people have trades because they can't. I want to say can't. But a lot of them. I guess really don't work a lot of 9 to 5. They do a lot of tradesman stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So if you have to work with your hands, then they get paid under the table with cash, so they're not paying taxes on shit. Mm-hmm. So they in a house that one of them are legally owned, and they all paying towards it. And then they buy the house next door, and another 3 generations. Then they buy the house next door, another 3 generations, and then they build a community. That's when you start seeing your billboards in Spanish because the whole community speaks Spanish. Like, I tell people all the time, whenever you come into the city, you want to know where you at, look at the billboards. That'll tell you exactly where you at. Like, look what's being advertised.
So, quick correction, quite a few that I know actually do pay taxes.
No, that's fine. I'm talking about the people who get paid under the table. The so-called people that they always try to say, oh, Hispanics stand outside of Home Depot and wait to get picked for a job. I work at Home Depot. I ain't never seen no Hispanics stand outside that motherfucker. But I'm just saying, but you heard that before, right? So those people, they get paid cash. They're not paying taxes on that shit. The fuck? I wish I would work hard all day, get paid cash, and then pay taxes. Right. The fuck out of it. No, I've been unemployed. You got to find me, motherfucker.
And then if you've been unemployed,
I'll be fresh as hell when the Fed's watching. So you know, again, this is not to discredit no Hispanics. I hope nobody of Hispanic descent takes offense to this. I'm really uplifting y'all if you really listen to what I'm saying. Y'all doing the shit correctly. I wish more black people did what y'all was doing. You know what I'm saying? How they hold down Humboldt Park, the way the Hispanics hold down Humboldt Park is how black people should be doing it in fucking Inglewood. But we don't do that shit. We let any and everybody infiltrate our shit. Go ahead.
I want to go back to... I want to go back. So what you said, but go back to the family structure,
right,
and why that doesn't happen. Because I did say I was just gonna kind of go with the flow. But one of my topics that I kind of was like kind of leaning on was generational curses and wealth. Right. That is something that somebody at one point has to break and build. So I think a lot of times, I don't know, I can't speak for all black people, but I know just based off of the black people that I do know and my own personal experience, my mama, she was like, you got to go, pretty much, in so many words.
At 18.
It wasn't at 18, but it was close enough.
I guess for women, okay. Oh, go ahead. I was going to break some shit down. I got you, though.
But she was like, would tell me, you know, like, 2 women can't live in the same household. And I was just like, you know what? Why is that? Because it was kind of hard living in a household as a child, if we want to be completely honest. I think the way black households, like, I think a lot of it is built on tough love. And
I'm finna flip all this shit upside down for you real quick.
Just like...
I ain't no hotep, but just hear me out. I am a strong believer that the whole Willie Lynch thing fucked us up till this day.
The right?
Willie Lynch.
Okay.
His whole psychology on breaking black people to being slaves fucked us up to this day, right? All right. So when you look at nature, let's look at lions, right? King of the jungle, correct? When there's another male, once that male is of adolescence, the male who's in charge, bro, you gotta go. You're not gonna take my spot. You gotta go. So when he starts to grow his mane and shit, start feeling himself, he gotta go. But the females, they covenant. You know what I'm saying? Because the females do everything. So the female, they covenant. They you know what I'm saying? They keep them, protect them, right? Now, if we are of this planet, of this earth, we should emulate everything that's here. In the black community, we have been flipped upside down with that shit. And I really hate to bring everything back to slavery, but a lot of shit that we suffer from comes from this time period. And so everything has been flipped. So now in the black community, the black female is the head of the household most of the time, right? And so the black female is the one who is told to be tough. You have to learn how to live on your own. As the black male is now being covenanted, I'll protect you. You can stay here as long as you need. But the black female, we can't coexist because we run this shit. You know what I'm saying? You think you're going to run this shit? You are. But you ain't going to run this shit up in here. You have to go somewhere. But the black male is so fucking docile that to the point where it is okay for us to live with our mom until we fucking 50 years old, trying to hope that we inherit some shit that she don't own. Right? Now, this is not everybody. So don't take offense. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the masses. So when we look at it, when it comes to the black female, that's why the black female is out educating the black male. We send the black female to school. We will risk every fucking dollar to send a black female to school. When in actuality, every other race is spending every fucking dollar to send their male to school, to be the breadwinner, to be the earner. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not doing that with the black males. We let them run the street. And then some of these street niggas think they doing good by their women because they nurses and shit. They send them to school. They use their drug money. I'm going to send my girl to school. We have this shit totally fucking backwards. While everybody else is working with the shovel down, we're working with the shovel up and trying to dig a hole with a stick.
So what you're saying is it's wrong for the women to go to school? And
I didn't say it was wrong. But when it comes to leading a household, Whew, the feminists gonna kill me for this statement.
No. Okay, but because I'm a strong believer in men. A man can't be a man unless he feel like a man. So
I'm saying we raising a lot of people who don't feel like men because they're not being taught how to be a man. Don't get me wrong. I grew up in a single mother household, but I believe I'm a strong male, right? My mom did not pull no punches with me. She treated me. I want to say, I ain't gonna fucking stunt. My mom treated me a little softer than my big sister. You know what I'm saying? I got an older sister, and we had the same curfew. My big sister would fucking complain about that shit, right? And as I got older and learned some shit, I'm like, maybe it should have been a little bit of different. You know what I'm saying? But that goes to show.
I feel like that makes a female rebel as well because.
My mom never kicked my big sister out, but they did have their issues. They still did collide and shit, right?
Because the thing was, like, I couldn't say my mama kicked me out, but I wanted to leave so bad already by then that it wasn't like.
No, because she was raised you to be on your own, right? Yeah, she raised you to be tough and independent. No,
I had went to the military. You say like I didn't know what the hell I was saying, just to turn back.
If I'm wrong, let me know real quick. Your mom taught you to be strong and independent, right? If not directly, indirectly.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's why a lot of females are classed with their mother, and then when they move out and get their own shit, they best friends because they realize they're the same people.
Yeah.
Two kings cannot live in the same hut. Two people at the top cannot stand at the top together. I tell my mama
to this day, like, it's one thing she didn't teach me. One thing she taught me by not teaching me was communication. Like, she screamed a lot, and it was just a lot. Like, I was just like, okay, Mom. All right. Like I numbed myself a lot, and now it's times where I realize now that I'm acting how much I numb myself because I get a script and numb myself just like I would in real life, and I'm like, oh, I can't do that here. Okay.
No, you gotta show emotion. Show that shit.
I was like, I can't do that here. I gotta actually be emotional and stuff.
Hell yeah.
I'd be like, all right. It was like it took for that to realize like how much like growing up.
I don't know because
really. I didn't have males in my house to even be able to really compare it. So I really don't know,
femininity is the divine creation, right? Masculinity is a secondary type thing. That's some stuff you can build up in yourself. Anybody who's I want to say spiritual would tell you a lot of men lack the femininity inside of them to be able to I guess be whole, right? A lot of black women, you have the femininity built into you, but again, with the females being the head of a lot of household, you have the masculinity that you already picked up. So a lot of black women are strong and whole, while a lot of black men only have seen femininity, and we are so aggressive to each other because we don't know the masculine side, right? Which is, it sounds hella backwards, right? Because you think being big and tough is masculine. It's a fake sure masculinity. Because we don't know what it is, so we fill it in the blanks. You know what I'm saying? Because they say a third of black males are locked up. That's a third of households of our 13% that have grown up without great representation in front of them. Because can't nobody raise you better than your father. Who would have the better intention for you than your own father, right? And so a lot of people are missing that shit. But a lot of people have found other ways, a lot of positive ways. I'm not trying to say.
What about the men that's not in a child?
Yeah, then you got the motherfuckers who just don't. Right. You right. You got the motherfuckers who just don't.
It's a lot of it.
But it's a lot of females who just don't too. I'm not trying to bash no one. This is not me getting on the soapbox trying to bash not a single soul, because at the end of the day, a lot of us got it fucking wrong. Just a lot of us do, right? As a parent, you ain't gonna do everything 100% right. You do what you think is best, but you have to realize your kid is an individual. They're gonna do things individually. A lot of people try to superimpose their legacy onto their children. Like, nah, they ain't here to continue your race. The moment they was born and the moment they hit about some adolescence, they're in their own fucking lane. Let them be. You got them. You can be their coach.
And that's literally like what I've been really trying to like get my mama to see, because I realized a lot of things. Like, I was doing all of these things trying to evade who I truly was and trying to be what I thought American success was, or
Right,
whatever the
right.
hell, instead of what I really wanted. You know, like what was not precarious, like acting was, and more secure. I went to the military. You know, I went and did medical assistant, and then still turned around to pursue acting, and because I wasn't fulfilled. So
All right, we have to continue this at a later date. We can probably do a whole podcast on this shit, but we're gonna move it along. Let's talk about Britney Spears. What do you know about the whole Britney Spears thing?
I don't know much. I was just listening to one of her songs earlier, but I don't know
What
much
song?
about. I was actually lucky. I actually caught myself covering it. I just be doing stuff, but yeah, I was listening to that earlier. But what's going on? I know something going on.
What's
with her
the
dad,
word? What's the word?
but-
Conservatorship.
Conservatorship.
Conservatorship. Basically, her dad, I think,
And
her sister,
and some
right?
lawyers or some shit.
right, they have control over all her assets. She can't do shit with not a dollar unless they consent.
Not just her assets, her life.
Yeah, her
Like,
body too, right? Because if they deem her unstable, they can send her to a mental institution.
And is that because she had mental problems?
Yeah, she had a mental breakdown, and her father, that's why he's being demonized for this. Took advantage of that. It was like, oh, she can't control nothing that's going on. Let me do it. Like
How long has this been going on?
since that breakdown, but actually way before that. That's why she kind of supposedly. That's why she kind of had that breakdown.
Okay.
You good? I asked him, was he hungry a while ago? Yeah, don't eat that. That stuff's stale. Anyway, yeah. So her dad, I think her sister too. Her sister trying to get off the list to be her conservatorship to control her finances, but everybody's like free Britney now because she's, I guess, more stable now than she has been. What do you think? I don't think nobody could be in control of her assets.
I don't think so either.
I think it's retarded.
Especially for long periods of time. Like,
Right? Does she not get like a competency test? You know what I'm saying?
not a conversation.
like, all right, let's put the square in the square hole. Like, all right, cool, you control your money. Like,
Not the square in the square hole.
I don't know. Go ahead. I don't know what other. They get her like the what's the little ink blot test? What do you see? A butterfly. All right, cool. Give her money.
Give her her money. She's good.
Let her control her own self. I think it's a long time for not to be, in control of her own life. Her own life.
Yeah, it's too much. That'll drive you mentally insane alone.
For real. Like, geez, you did all this stuff. I don't know. A lot of childhood stars fucked up in their head because they didn't have childhoods. They had to work. You 9 years old singing Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Nah, for real.
There are a lot of people mad at Justin Timberlake. I just found out because
What
he,
got to do with it?
huh?
What he got to do with it?
Because
What he got to
he
do
wasn't
with
he wasn't on her side at first. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people say he added to her mental breakdown, telling everybody how he hooked up with her doing Mickey Mouse days, stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, now the Free Britney thing is going around. He's in support of it. And a lot of people say he gave like a super weak ass fucking apology and shit. And they're like, man, fuck you, Justin. Out here pulling out titties on fucking Super Bowls and telling everybody you fuck Britney Spears. Like,
Not pulling out titties.
we ain't gonna forget that. We all saw Janet Jackson titty that day. Like,
I'm so dead.
nah, that's it.
Nah, you ain't see it.
I seen this shit. I rewind it. Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean? Nigga, every time that shit come up, I go whoop, zoom in.
So y'all don't think it's a possibility that the conservatorship is the reason why she's still alive?
I don't know, man, because
Because you can and it's just not that I'm saying that conservatorship is right, But
I wouldn't doubt that.
But this long? That's the question.
But I would just think that after a while, you can't expect someone to continue to just be saying if they don't have.
Because broke people kill themselves. Fuck you mean?
Right.
Like,
but what don't we know about her the medicine she's taking that's probably helping her?
Yeah, but it's so many other people. You know what I'm saying? In her in that position where the parents have tried to become the sole proprietor of all their stuff and didn't get it. What makes her different, right? She shaved her head and admitted to not being mentally well. That's the goddamn first step, ain't it? Like
I said, what don't we know?
Right? It's a lot of stuff we would never know.
At a certain point, like, my money is my money. If I'm going to fuck it up, my assets, whatever the fuck is, give me my shit. Let me fuck it up.
Right.
Like at a certain point, it's like, why do you have access to my shit? Like, I lost my mind so many years ago. Okay, I got it back. When do I get my shit back?
Right, exactly.
Like who's to say, like, and that's why that all that stuff is always so tricky because, like, clearly they're not trying to give her stuff back. And it's like, yeah, like, it could have been a lot that had to do with it, but who's to say, like, that is the reason? Like, she probably would have gotten better if she'd had her shit. She probably would have got better sooner, if we be completely honest. Like,
she could have went to go get some help. No.
Okay, like, especially if I had money to do, not if I gotta ask my dad for some shit, like, because now all of a sudden I want to take some dance classes.
No, it ain't happening.
But I don't want to know, because he gonna judge me if I take these dance classes. And, like, no, like, give me my shit. Give me my shit. Give me her shit.
Alright, you got anything else to add? I think it's bullshit. Free Britney.
I think it's bullshit. Because in the end, like, it ain't like y'all have access to someone else's life. Like, she has a kid and y'all have, like...
She do got kids.
Well...
With K-Fed.
Okay, she got a kid.
Backup dancer. Ultimate come up. The ultimate come up. But
it ain't like... But what we was talking about was money. And,
yeah.
Like, her assets. And it's not like if she fuck up, it's gonna affect them. That's probably why they have
100%. They ain't got access to her money no more.
So,
did you watch the verses between Bow Wow and Soulja Boy?
I didn't.
What?
I didn't. I was doing something. I forgot what I was doing at the time.
I ain't really watch. I watched some of it though, and like I'm pretty sure I said this at least every other fucking podcast. I'm not really a big music fan. But I watch some of it.
How you not a music fan?
I don't really care for music. I just don't.
What?
But you'll conversate about the shit.
I can conversate about anything.
I've never heard that in my life, though.
I don't give a fuck. Music don't move me like it do everybody. Motherfucker be like, oh, I'm in a bad mood. I'm gonna play this music, make me feel better. Nah,
bro, I can't get through the day without listening to some music.
Bro, I go weeks
at least
without playing music.
Okay, so I could do that with TV.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that with TV too. Honestly, I can't do it on my Xbox. You know, Xbox. I play some games. That's how
I've never heard nobody say that.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about music. The only time I listen to music is in the car.
Music I never heard.
I don't. The only time I listen to music is in the car. If I'm not in the car, you won't really ever catch me listening to music.
That is mind-boggling.
And half the time I don't. If I got shit on my mind, I take car ride to work, no music, think of jokes the whole entire way.
Like, I'm one of the people, like, I don't listen to music. I'll be like, what the fuck am I thinking about so fucking hard that I need to...
Nah, for real. I'll pull up to work
radio.
And be like, damn, I ain't playing not one song. And just get the fuck out. Like,
I'll be sitting there, I'm like, what have I been thinking about this whole time? I need to think about it again.
I'll be thinking about jokes.
Might have missed something.
Nah. But no, I made a tweet.
Maybe you need to listen to music then.
I made a tweet, and I think the world should hear it because everybody don't follow me on Twitter. Fucking Soulja Boy brought everybody out except fucking A-Rap. I thought the nigga was up next. Like,
Soulja Boy something else.
Didn't he say A-Rap was up next? I ain't heard not one song from A-Rap. That nigga disappeared.
Oh, because they had beef. They had an issue.
Goddamn. Ain't that some shit?
They were like, yeah.
You on the record saying that nigga up next and then y'all beef.
Oh, well.
First off, the nigga name was A-Rap.
Life.
That's a derogatory term.
It definitely is.
That was that man's name.
I guess that's why Mulatto changed her name to Lotto, though.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was like a big ordeal.
I didn't know that was an issue.
Yeah, calling somebody mulatto is it's derogatory.
It's like yo stage name being nigga. And
Yeah.
people get mad. Like
Your
like,
daddy was a slave
We don't
owner.
wanna call you nigga.
Basically,
no, actually nigger, and then you like
Hard
I'm
R.
gonna change it to
Hard R.
I'm gonna change it to nigga then.
if I'm not mistaken, mulatto was basically just the slave master's kid mixed. That's what a mulatto was. Cause she light skinned, you obviously of some type of European descent, right?
But that shows you it don't become an issue till you earn a certain status.
Exactly.
It was a producer from Chicago whose name was Mulatto something, and nobody ever tripped on him,
Right?
ever. So
that go again, like what you just said, it goes to show you people don't care till you make it to the top.
Because I mean, if it's a bum down there drinking liquor calling himself mulatto, ain't nobody gonna give a fuck. So that's just it. It is what it is, and that's why I don't know. Like, I just hope when I make a whole lot of money, like all of these people, I say fuck these people, fuck y'all.
When you make a lot of money, don't forget your friends. Don't forget your friends.
that's why I say you have friends.
I'm gonna call myself whatever the fuck I call myself, and y'all can kiss my ass.
Just don't forget about your friends. You know what I'm saying? What whole show was good to you? We'll come shoot your behind the scenes or some shit. You know what I'm saying? We'll expect to get compensated, but as friends.
Well, we want to talk about friends.
What?
And compensation. No, I'm just playing.
I thought you had something to say. Look at ass. Put the wine down, short.
I was just saying, you can compensate me since I'm here.
Yeah, you talking about popping up with what we do. I'm just saying. First one make it, owe the other person $1. In your case, $1,000. But okay, all right.
Wait. The thing is, I got you. Period. And that's on period.
Y'all heard it here. You pop off. I'm gonna play this shit. I'm gonna tag you in it. Hashtag. She owe me a grand.
I'm a woman. And if he make it, he owe me $1 apparently. So
when I get it, you got it.
That's the story of my life. I owe people $1,000 and they owe me $1.
It be like
it's
that.
Okay. It's okay.
I get it. Real quick. You know who Tabitha Brown is?
No.
She's a writer. She does a bunch
She's
of
a
shit.
writer. Sorry.
She does a whole bunch of shit, right? But now that she's up there, she's making money. She told her husband that he could retire. He's a cop, 15 years, and Wendy Williams had an issue with it. You making money? You with your guy, your husband, whatever? You retiring him?
Wendy Williams. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the man, Wendy.
Okay.
Yeah. So she had an issue with it, but I'm just saying, you make it big. Your guy, your husband, he working. You retiring him? You ain't gotta work no more.
You don't want to retire?
You ain't gotta work no more, babe. Just.
I mean, would you give him the option?
I guess the only reason I would even think to give him the option is if he has been talking about not wanting to work. But what is he doing?
He was a cop. 15 years.
My whole thing is, but what are you doing now?
Oh, so basically your answer is no. Nigga got to be doing something.
Like,
why he can't be a house husband?
I mean, no,
you go do your thing. I'll be at home playing the Xbox. You come home to a nice fresh bowl of cereal.
Now I come home to a bowl of cereal. I can't.
You retired me.
At least make sure the cook does something or something.
Cereal ain't cooking.
No, it is not at all.
Is he making the cereal from scratch?
Yes.
Because that ain't cooking.
Fresh out the
making
box.
Making something and cooking is totally anybody can make something.
So you can cook noodles. You come home to a fresh bowl of chicken noodles.
Every day, though?
2-pack. I'll get you an omelet if you come home late. I'll go to the store and plate that shit and say I cooked it. Like...
At least they got
rotisserie chicken.
Hell yeah.
Rotisserie chicken. Like rotisserie chicken.
Fresh from Boston Market. Fuck you, man.
It be slimy.
Well, we're like, niggas, this KFC? It might be. It's on a plate, though. It ain't come out the bucket. What are you talking about?
I think I couldn't have a man without some type of aspirations. So, as like you would have to be doing something if I'm still going to work and making hard-earned money. But a stay-at-home husband, I couldn't see it for me personally. But I don't know.
Where's the butt? I thought so. No, someone's gonna come out.
I was gonna say I'm an actress. I can see a lot of things, so who knows? But you know,
So that's so Raven looking at.
But you know, like I don't know. I'm talking about I don't know. I keep saying I don't know.
I mean, if you don't know, that's anyway. All right, we about at the end of this podcast for the day. You got anything? Any hot takes? Any conspiracies you believe in? Do you believe in aliens?
Whose birthday is he?
Any flat earthers? You a flat earther?
My flat earther. I don't think the earth is flat.
No?
For some reason, I feel like this bitch go round and round. It's just a feeling. It's just a feeling. I feel like this bitch is definitely going around right now. It's going so slow. We don't even know it.
Oh, okay,
that's why sometimes I be like, it ain't me.
Earthquake? No, the earth is spinning. My bad. My bad. It's just spinning.
It ain't me.
A little wobble. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you spent that arrow because now I'm getting hot. Shit. You got one quick. The fuck? I'm here trying to keep it together. I'm like, okay. He said it was the end. All right.
You want to tell the people where they can find you?
Neisha Wright _ right there on that board. Neisha Wright on
_
Facebook.
right there on that board.
I'm gonna have a website soon with all my wonderful things that I'm doing.
Oh yeah, you sing too. You got a track or something coming out?
Oh yeah, soon, real soon. Stay tuned. Follow me. It'll be out sometime in July.
What it's called?
I don't know.
Called yet? Yeah,
I don't know which one I'm doing yet.
It's July now. The fuck?
I don't know which one I'm gonna release. I might release a couple.
Oh, okay. You got options. She got options.
I got quite a few, but just stay tuned.
All right, y'all. Make sure y'all follow.
Even though I know you're not gonna listen to it because you don't listen to music.
I mean, as long as you know. I'm just playing. Make sure y'all follow us, Third Post Media, thirdpostmedia.com, where y'all can find all our stuff. Make sure y'all follow Created by Curtis. My man got some dope ass t-shirts. We just took a picture of the one today. I think that's a lot of people's favorite t-shirt, though. A lot of people like that one.
A lot of people like it. The motherfuckers ain't buying it.
Man, buy it. Buy some motherfucking shirts, y'all. That shit come, I won't say directly to us, but, you know, we work together. Make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms. Simply just Will. I got a few shows coming up that I will be posting. Come out, man. Support me. Come live. Have a good ass time. If you hit me up, I might be able to get you free tickets to some of this stuff. Make sure y'all join the Patreon. It's $1. They got to see the whole Will of Denise thing up top, and they will continue when we film the next stuff for Will of Denise. They're going to get the first drop of everything. We're trying to create more content, more behind the scenes stuff that's not going to be released to the public. So if you want to find out what we're doing, how we act behind the scenes, because we most definitely is entertaining when the camera's off. We miss so much stuff. We be like, damn, we should have had a camera on. But we're going to make sure we do that. And our Patreon fans, Patrons are going to get that stuff first. If not, just because. Anything I'm missing, Curtis?
Not that I can remember.
Anything you want to add?
Nope.
She's a professional. All right, y'all, we out.